Hey guys, hold on. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I literally get so excited to make these videos for you guys. I think about it all week long and I annoy Maria talking about you all so much, but I truly do enjoy the community we're building here. I know I say thank you a lot, but I really mean it, and I hope it's genuine to you guys because it is for me and I love it. But without further ado, let's just get into today's video. So I had a comment on a video a while ago asking if I use any sort of digital tools for my tasks and calendars, and if I do, how I sort of balance those with my bullet journal. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how I use both my digital tools and my bullet journal to stay productive and stay prioritized with my time and things like that. But it all starts with a little bit of a story. So when I first started my media company, I was all over the place. I was unorganized, I was unprioritized, if that's even a word, and I just needed to find a better system and way of sort of logging the information that was coming at me, the events, the tasks, the information and documents, things like that. And so I came across a book by Tim Challies called Do More Better. I cannot recommend this book enough. It literally changed the way that I do work. It changed the way that I prioritize tasks around the house, around my life, everything. So honestly, it's a super quick read, 200 pages. You can get it on Amazon. And I can't recommend it enough. So basically, to make it a little simple here, the way Tim sort of prioritizes things in his book, Do More Better, is into three sort of categories or subjects. You have tasks, you have events or meetings, things like that, and then you have information. Now, in Tim's book, he's recommending keeping all this stuff digitally, so he recommends Evernote for information, and I'll explain in a second, Todoist for tasks, and then an iCalendar or Google Calendar for events and things. So basically, the way Tim puts it is these sort of categories should have their own home. They shouldn't be crossing. So for instance, you wouldn't put a note from a client on your calendar in the same way that you wouldn't put a meeting on your to-do list. A lot of us start to do that. For instance, something that I do and I still do and I need to get better at is I leave emails unread until I get to them. Instead of adding get back to that email on my to-do list, I leave it in my email inbox, which I shouldn't do. I practice inbox zero as much as I possibly can, which is super crazy and comforting and awesome. But a lot of times I'll sort of use my inbox as a to-do list, which Tim is saying don't do, that's crossing over, that's unorganized. So I actually used Evernote, Todoist, and my iCalendar and was doing everything digital until I started bullet journaling. So for those of you looking to go fully digital with all this type of stuff, I highly recommend using those three applications and again, reading Tim's book. Getting on to why I don't think my bullet journal is enough for me. I work in the digital world. I have a social media company and I also have a media company in general where I do videos and photos and things. So I work on the computer all day, every day, and there's a lot of tools that I need to use to stay updated on what's going on in my world. Obviously, with the bullet journal, you can have tasks, you can have events, and you can have notes all there in your journal. But there are some things that I like to do in the digital world and then other things I like to do in my bullet journal. So there does happen to be some crossover, which isn't very minimal and it's kind of redundant, but I've sort of found a system that works for me and there's a reason why I have that crossover, and I'll get into it right now. Let's start with tasks. Tasks are kept in my bullet journal. I do all my tasks for the day, my to-do list, whatever, in my bullet journal. Now, if I don't have my bullet journal on me, if I'm in another room, if I am in a meeting with a client and I'm thinking of tasks I need to do, I'll actually use the official bullet journal application that comes on iOS, I think in the App Store as well as the Google Play Store, I'm not sure. But basically the way that app works, I really like it, is when you add a task to the app, it disappears in 48 hours. So it encourages you to add it there, and then as soon as you get back to your bullet journal, transpose that task into the journal, and then it will sort of erase itself over time. Because I do like keeping my tasks in one place, but if I don't have my bullet journal with me, this is the route that I go. Now, all of my notes and documents and things are kept in Evernote, with the exception of like little tidbits here and there that I know I won't need down the road. For those, I keep them on the final page of my work week for my bullet journal. Those are like little math equations, like if I'm trying to add up something for a client, or if I'm like, hey, this client needs this document tomorrow and it needs to say this, and I know that it's gonna be done like the next day or so, I'll put it there. Everything else goes into Evernote, and that is where it stays. That's its home. The cool thing about Evernote is you can share it with co-workers and clients and things like that as well. Now, events are the only thing that I have crossover with, really. And I keep events on my iCalendar as well as in my bullet journal. So I like having it in my iCalendar digitally because it shows up on my Apple Watch. So if I'm in a meeting or something, I can look right down and see, like right here, I've got photos at Fortunato at 4 o'clock. So I can have that right there. Also on my phone, again, just in case I don't have this. There have been times where I haven't put an event on my phone, but I have it in here and I almost forget to go. So I have the crossover there. Now, the reason I keep it in my bullet journal as well is because I like to sort of see events next to tasks, so I can sort of plan my tasks, my to-dos around that event and be like, okay, at 4, it's 3, I've got to go to a meeting, so I need to see how many, tasks I can do before then. Whatever, I just like having it in both places. It's super helpful and works really well for me. As far as co-working with my partner for the second business that I just started, we actually use Evernote to share documents back and forth, but for tasks, obviously I can't keep them in my bullet journal, so we use an app called Taskade, which is a shared to-do list type application. Now, if you guys would be interested in seeing another video in the future, sort of a follow-up to this one on all of the digital tools that I use, let me know in the comments if that's something you'd be interested in. I'd be happy to make that video. Again, I literally live on the internet for work, so I have a lot of things that I use there and systems that I've put in place over time. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that video, a little peep into the way I prioritize tasks, info, and events. And I hope you maybe learned a little something. If you have any questions, obviously hit me up in the comment section below. Again, I can't thank you all enough for the comments, the likes, the shares, and for subscribing to this channel. You guys make this so much fun for me. And again, every week I look forward to putting out something for you guys and hearing your thoughts and ideas back.